What's up, everybody? It's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today, and welcome to the postgame show as the Giants get another huge victory, an exclamation mark statement victory, 12-0 over the NL West division rival Rockies. The Bats absolutely erupted. They came alive. We have been talking about the Bats, waiting for them to erupt, and they were incredible. It was amazing. A 4-run first inning by the Giants and a 5-run second inning. And what an amazing job by Anthony DeSclafani. This rotation has just been so spectacular. And DeSclafani, wow, this was amazing. He was so economical with his pitches tonight, and he pitched his second career shutout. Big shout out to DeSclafani. And nowadays, you rarely see pitchers nowadays going a full 9 innings. So I absolutely loved what we saw from DeSclafani, and he made that possible with how economical he was, getting pitches in less than 3 outs. He had his strikeout stuff working. He was on top of his game. And oh man, this was a game. This was awesome. The energy was live in. It is so amazing to have fans back in the ballpark. Welcome in everybody to the post-game show. We got Robert in the house. How are you doing tonight, Robert? What an amazing game. It's great witnessing Buster Posey with a 4-hit game. Absolutely spectacular for Posey. And Posey definitely appears to be healthy, and he is off to such a hot start this season. He got his 5th home run of the year. He is now hitting .327. Also drove in a big run in that 4-run first inning for the Giants. He was so spectacular. Posey, he is so hot right now, just amazing. And this lineup right now, this was what we wanted to see. Slater, a multi-hit game. Wilmer Flores, a multi-hit game. Evan Longoria, it was spectacular to see him back. We got Thomas Grinelli in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Most runs scored all season by the Giants, a season-high 12 runs. Absolutely spectacular. And yeah, with Triple Shimmy Cueto returning, we will have the best pitching staff in all of baseball. This starting pitching staff has been absolutely spectacular. And coming into tonight, I think we ranked either 2nd or 3rd in all of the majors. I think the Brewers. No, I don't know if it's the Brewers. I know the Dodgers are up there. The Padres are up there. The Mets pitching staff as well. So those teams are up there, and we are right up there in the rankings as far as the starting rotation, as far as statistics are concerned. But you watch these guys night in and night out. They are just building in momentum off of each other, and it's just spectacular to see. And, now with DeSclafani raising the bar, which you love to see as he goes a full 9 innings. And we also have seen Cueto. And I think, you're going to see a number of starters this year get into that 9th inning because this rotation has been lights out. Robert says, forget the wild card. We are going for the division. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Every single day, it becomes more and more realistic that the division is a possibility. And, I don't think this is just a short fluke here. I think this is the real deal. I think this Giants team really can keep up this amazing pace into May, June, and July. And for them to do that, that would be able to put them to be able to contend with the Dodgers. And depending on the outcome of that game tonight, as they are taking on the Reds, the Giants could be potentially tied with the Dodgers for first place. And if you would have said that, 23 games or 24 games into the season that the Giants would be tied with the Dodgers for first, some people would think you were crazy. But as Giants fans, we knew that this was a possibility if things clicked with this team. And even, you look at this year's team, the Bats, like we've talked about, they haven't, tonight was so huge to see them erupt, and hopefully they can really get it going. And, once the Bats, really keep it going. This team is going to be absolutely unstoppable. The way the starting rotation is pitching, the bullpen is going to get better as the season wears on. We got Sebastian Dispo in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. Posey's back from his 2012 days. I absolutely love it, Sebastian. I was thinking the same thought as I was watching this game tonight. It felt, like the 2012 Buster Posey, the one that hit 336, had over 100 RBIs in his MVP season. And yeah, I said it tonight. I said Buster for MVP this year. He is on that type of pace. I mean, 327 now with 5 home runs, just crushing the baseball. And we got Will Federico in the house. Great to see you, my friend. DESCLAFANI was great. Absolutely spectacular. I loved what we saw from DESCLAFANI. He has been so spectacular this year. In 30 innings, he has now got a 1.50 ERA and 9 strikeouts tonight for his complete game shutout. Just spectacular. I love when I see pitchers go into that 9th inning now because, when you think back in the days, I mean, pitchers used to throw like 20 to 25 complete games a year, like Juan Marichal and those guys back, in the 60s and 70s. That was the norm. And now in today's game, the pitch count is heavily watched. And, I think to a good degree, because, when you see guys, obviously, if they're going beyond the amount of pitches that, then they start to kind of get to where, injuries maybe could come up. So, I think there obviously is an important reason to look at the pitch count. But, it's unfortunate when we don't get to see guys pitch as deep into games. And, that's where you also get a lot of your decisions, your wins or losses, because, in the late innings of games. We got MLB Joey in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. Appreciate you. Stay blessed. Appreciate that. And be blessed out there, everybody, and stay safe. Flores' most underrated player in the MLB. I love it. Absolutely. I would agree with that. A lot of people, they don't see what Flores can do out there, but he just puts up great at-bats. He was one of our most clutch hitters from last season, and now he appears to be getting it going now as he has got his average up over 200. So, a number of guys. Slater now has got it up over 200. Yaz is starting to get it going. But, Yaz right now, unfortunately, is battling an oblique at the moment. So he is going to, I think, miss 5 or 6 games here. Thankfully, it's not going to be anything too drastic. But, this Giants team has incredible depth to be able to withstand it. My player of the game, welcome in Tyler Burbeck. Great to see you, my friend. Player of the game, the whole Giants team, the Rockies pitcher only went 1 2/3 innings, giving up 9 runs. I love it. Austin Gomber, we absolutely destroyed him. And he was one of the big name pitchers that the Rockies had got in the Nolan Arenado trade. So absolutely loved it for us to do. We needed that type of performance from our offense, and seeing the bats get it going. Absolutely incredible. Dodgers down 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Yet if they lose, Giants are tied for first. That is right. We are just keeping the good times rolling. This team is hot, and whoever we have to face, we have incredible confidence that we can beat anybody out there. Just incredible. This offense today reminded me of last year's offense. Yep, absolutely. I agree. When I think back to last year, this is what this offense did a number of times last season. And I remember the game in Colorado when we, I think, had 23 runs. It was spectacular and had 27 hits in that game. And we get 12 runs on 12 hits. Absolutely incredible. People still don't realize how good this team really is. When I think about, the rest of MLB, I think they're still not giving us enough credit or respect. And to me, I think, we just keep playing our brand of baseball and we prove all the naysayers wrong. And so, even in the World Series years, as we know, as Giants fans, we never got the credit we probably at the end of the year, it didn't matter because we were winning World Series. And yeah, if we're winning World Series and not getting credit during this regular season, yeah, I mean, winning World Series is the goal. So, I think the Giants do love to prove the naysayers wrong, and just awesome. I mean, there were people calling me crazy when I said the Giants could potentially compete with the Padres and Dodgers this year. And the Giants are making my statement to be proven correctly. And I said, before the year, I think this team could make a wild card. And now, absolutely the wild card, definitely, I definitely think this team is going to make it to the playoffs this year. And now they're, they can potentially compete for the NL West division title. And to be able to take that away from the Dodgers, that would be so awesome if we can do it. And we got what it takes. In your opinion, which pitcher would you consider the ace? We have a few choices. Oh man, that is absolute. That's a tough one. You can go with so many guys right now. I would have to. That's tough. I'm going to have to take, let's see, you could go with Gausman, of course. You could go with DeSclafani, the way he dealt tonight. You could go with Cueto. You can, so number of guys in this rotation. I'm going to go, and I think, to me, his filthy splitter that he gets a lot of his strikeouts on. I absolutely love that pitch from Gausman. And so right now, I'm going to go with Gausman for now. And I mean, you could definitely go with any one of these guys, every single guy in this rotation, Aaron Sanchez and, Logan Webb, of course, had a big start his last outing on Sunday to cap off that 4-game series with the Marlins. So I love what we're seeing from this rotation. We let's see why what a game. Oh yeah, what a game for Buster Posey. Absolutely spectacular. And loved what we saw from Buster, looking like the old Buster, the 2012 MVP version Buster Posey. And I also remember before the year, I was predicting Posey to hit 20 to 25 home runs. And there were some people saying that, that I was crazy that he could hit that many home runs. And so another one of my preseason predictions proving to be correct. And so, it's, I knew that Posey had it within him as long as he was able to be healthy. And it makes me so happy to see him hitting the way he is hitting out there, and a 4-hit game. And you love it. Posey just such, and that launch angle, a 40-degree launch angle, I think it was. And, just his swing is so sweet when you watch it, and his approach at the plate. This reminded me, I love it. We were just talking about that. I love it. You have the 23-run game from last season. That was absolutely one of the most exciting games last year. Love it. In that 2020 season. The Rockies pitchers lucky we weren't in Colorado. We probably would have put up, we probably would have got 26 or 27 runs. I remember years back, I think it was a game the Orioles had put up like 30 runs, and that was like one of the first times I had seen a box score like that. And so, it doesn't get any better when it's your team putting up those numbers, and especially with our offense, needing to wake up and to do so in such a thrilling fashion tonight. It was spectacular. I miss Cueto so much. Just tough. I mean, watching Johnny Cueto with the triple shimmy out there, so exciting to watch in attack. And it definitely can't wait till he comes back in the rotation. And I think you'll see Logan Webb move to the bullpen there, as Alex Wood has been absolutely spectacular in his 2 outings. That's not good news. So I guess the update there, Dodgers did tie it. Reds got a great team, so Reds can come back, or can take back the lead there. You have Dubon. You have absolutely big credit to Mauricio Dubon with that big hit, clearing the bases, double right into center field. That was such a huge hit. Dubon, has been needing to get it going. And so, this is definitely a hit that, I think we'll definitely get him going here. And what a big hit it was. And he also added another RBI in the bottom of the fourth inning with a sacrifice fly. So what a great game for Dubon. And he is playing great at shortstop with Brandon Crawford missing a couple games here. Dubon has been able to fill in very nicely at shortstop. And yeah, with how great Crawford is, it's very tough, to be able to, when Crawford not out there, but Dubon has really worked his tail off to be, not only such a great, center fielder, but also, in the infield, putting in the reps there. Yeah, absolutely great when the whole team contributes. Yeah, this was an absolute team win all the way from top to bottom. Excuse me, let me get some water. Yeah, Slater with a multi-hit game, Flores a multi-hit game, Longoria a multi-hit game, and that was good that with Longoria coming back from his injury, minor injury, So Evan Longoria, so they took him out as a just to give him a rest here. So injury wise, I think it's more the fact that he played today and he wasn't 100%. And so Giants were happy with his 2 at-bats. And, it was a 9-0 game after 2 innings. So, when you have a game like that, it's a great opportunity to rest Longoria, because we don't want to potentially lose him for any stretch of games. And so taking him out was the good decision there. And, so Longoria, that was huge for him to come back because I think we didn't know how much time he was going to be out for. So to see him back out there and to see him healthy, driving the baseball with authority, that was spectacular. It was a sore left hamstring. Thank you for that, Tyler, on the injury front. I knew it was something couldn't quite. So the sore left hamstring he has been bothering. And also Solano has he had a right calf strain. So Solano, I think, probably will be back in maybe 4 or 5 more games. I think he was going to miss like 6 games or so. And so, can't wait till Solano comes back. And, thank goodness we have a lot of depth on this team. And, despite the injuries that we've had to go through, and, you saw it in the lineup tonight against a lefty in Gomber. We had Alex Dicklin starting in the outfield. Normally you wouldn't do the lefty on lefty. And so, that's again, this Giants team has such incredible depth, and no matter who we're putting out there, the at-bats from La Stella have been spectacular. We got to see Jason Vosler get his first major league hit on Sunday, Sunday, I think it was. Yep. And so Vosler, he's another great bat that we got on this team. We got Douglas in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Go Giants from Orlando, Florida. That is awesome. Big shout out to you. Giants fans represent all around the world. So love to hear where all of you Giants are at, or where all you guys are from, and where you're representing from. So that is absolutely awesome. Go Giants. I appreciate that, Douglas. It's amazing how much depth this team has. There is no weak player on this team. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. You go up and down the lineup. All of these guys are spectacular. And, the guys that obviously have struggled to start out, are starting to get it going. Slater, Yashrinsky, and then you had, Mauricio Dubon is starting to get it going. Flores is starting to get going. And so right now, this lineup is starting to get hot at the right time, and we are going to be absolutely unstoppable when these bats, keep up this pace, like what we saw tonight. It felt so good to be at Chase for the Warriors Nuggets game. Glad I finally got to see the Warriors live. That is awesome, Tyler, and what a game that was for you to be at. I believe Kurt's 53-point performance. And I have not been to the Chase Center yet, so I cannot wait. I might be going down to the game if they make it to the playoffs. I have a cousin who's a Spurs fan, and he said if the Warriors play the Spurs, he's trying to go to the game. So me and him are going to probably make some plans if the Warriors meet the Spurs. So I'm hoping – I would love to see – it would be such a to be able to go to the Chase Center. So, dude, that is awesome that you got to be there for that game. Yeah, awesome. We got Kason Allison in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. Great to see you, my friend. I wonder why Posey never plays first base anymore. Yeah, that's intriguing because I hadn't thought about it as that much. That we haven't seen Posey start at first as often, and I think again with this team having so many great hitters in this lineup, Posey is a catcher, and that's what he has always identified himself as. And I definitely know that for him. Excuse me. For him, Posey, he loves being a catcher and, playing there as often as possible. And big congratulations for him being the first Giants catcher ever to catch 1,000 games. That is so incredible. I mean, to catch that many games, and especially because the wear and tear, that the catcher position takes on a player. So, but yeah, Bell is starting to get hot right now. And so, yeah, I think, it's going to work out. I think you will see Posey at first base more when Joey Bart is, here and probably later at some point during this season. Yeah, I think Bart, when we call him up, I think he's going to be hitting spectacular. And so, yeah, Posey will definitely, with how hot he has been hitting, he is going to be in there, whether at first, and, he can probably play third base. We know in college, Posey played a game where he played every single position. So, never count out that Posey can be very versatile in that. Yeah, awesome. You're more than welcome, Douglas. Appreciate you checking in the show all the way from Orlando. So awesome. We got Mr. E in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. So nice to not be tortured for a change. Absolutely, I agree. I mean, this season, it seems like every loss that we have had has been, a tight one-run ball game, very close game, and pretty much heartbreaking. And we've had to experience a lot of bumpy roller coaster rides during some games this year. And so this one felt great. And I was saying that to myself. It felt nice just to have a big lead like that and to have DESCLAFANI just continue to deal. And I give him big props because, it could be easy to lose your concentration, when your offense puts up 9 runs for you and it's 9-0. And so, big credit to DESCLAFANI to mentally lock it in, that in your mind as a pitcher, you want to treat it still a 1-run game or tie ball game. That's the mentality you want to have every single inning, whether your offense is scoring runs for you, or if they Erupt like tonight with 9 runs in the first 2 innings. So that was spectacular to see DESCLAFANI just deal the way he did. Posey should play first. Kepler, I think, when you look at the numbers statistically, Posey does hit better as at first. And I think that's probably the fact that, his legs are rested when he's playing over at first. And so, that definitely probably helps. You wonder with catchers sometimes how many at-bats that they give away because their bodies are just banged up from during the game catching or from being in the squat. I think you'll probably see him out there. Posey moved up in the lineup, batting 5th. Great decision by Kepler. Absolutely, I agree. To see Posey, I mean, hitting the way he is hitting, you want him to be in the middle of the lineup. And he did bat Longoria cleanup. And so I thought that was very smart because Longoria has been one of our hottest hitters this year. And you saw Longo tonight with 2 hits, RBI single and an RBI double, Longoria. And so, yeah, great move by Kepler. And yeah, Posey has proven that, he deserves to hit in the lineup. And with him hitting the way he is hitting, I think you'll see him up there, maybe clean up sometimes and hitting 5th or even 3rd. So just awesome. We got Mike in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Let's see, what are your least favorite teams? Least favorite team, Dodgers, by far, the rivalry. Second least favorite team, I would have to say, would have to be the A's. Would have to be the A's. Take the Bay Area rivalry, and from other least favorite teams, Padres. Teams in the Giants division, Rockies, Diamondbacks, and Cardinals. I would throw in there too. Giants have a history with the Cardinals as well, so they're one of my least favorite teams. Pretty much those are kind of the mains. Yankees least favorite teams. don't like the kind of the bigger market teams, unless it's the Giants, of course. And so, yeah, appreciate that question. It's interesting. I haven't had a chance to kind of, I always root against those teams, and yeah, I do not. I'm not one of those people. I know there's some people, and yeah, I'm not trying to knock any of the people that root for the Giants and A's, for example. But I know some people do root for both Bay Area teams. But for me personally, as a Giants fan, I don't root for the A's. To me, I consider them a rival, of the Giants. And just want to share my thoughts there. Being this is a now year for the Giants, Posey may be determined to catch as much as possible. Absolutely, I agree. What an incredible start that Posey has gotten off to this season. It is just so spectacular. And for him, the key is that he is healthy. And it's just been so incredible to see. And yeah, I think Posey definitely wants to be behind the plate as much as possible. So incredible. The awesome Mike favorite team is the Giants. Go Giants. Yeah, love it. Yeah, I do not like the Dodgers at all. Strongly dislike the Dodgers. We got Cam Riddle in the house. Welcome to the postgame show. Good to see you, Cam. Padres' least favorite team and a Dodgers fan. Their fans are the worst. I know sometimes there could be some fans that, definitely you could have some bad experiences with. And I know being probably down there in Southern California, you got San Diego with the Padres down there. Yeah. That definitely, that rivalry, it's nothing close to what the Giants rivalry. For me hearing, I think it's been interesting how there's been some people trying to say that the Padres-Dodgers rivalry is bigger than the Giants-Dodgers. And, Giants-Dodgers fans know the truth. We know that our rivalry is the best that there is, not just in baseball, but in my opinion, I think the best in sports. When you look at the history going back to New York and Brooklyn, and you look at how well these teams match up against each other, even when on paper, you would think that one team would just stomp over the other. We never see that when the Giants face the Dodgers. Yeah, Padres definitely with them kind of getting in the media more with, they have kind of been a sleeper team, never getting a lot of recognition over the years. But now that they have spent a lot of money, they got a good one of the most exciting young players in baseball in Fernando Tatis Jr. So yeah, I definitely know they are enjoying it. And so, yeah, we just got to, I'm happy that when we went in there, we beat them 2 out of 3 and proved them that, look, we Giants mean business this year. Yeah, it's good, man. So it's welcome to the post game, Mr. E. Appreciate you checking in. Posey looks like a rookie again. Yeah, he is looking like the Posey of old when he first came up in 2010 during that Giants World Champion season. Well, he did get called up in 2009 in September, but the big call-up was after beginning 2010 in AAA. Never going to forget that year. And I'm hoping that we will see something similar this year. It kind of sounds familiar. You have, back then we had Benji Molina going to Buster Posey. We have Joey Bart on the wings, ready to get called up pretty soon here. And when Bart gets called up, it's Bart. Yeah, he is going to be. It's going to be kind of like maybe what we saw back in 2010. Bart is going to start absolutely raking, and then this Giants team is going to keep on rolling. And Joey Bart could be the next Giants rookie catcher to win a World Series. And who knows, so what a story that would be. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's like the good old days again. Royals, Giants are both doing it good. Yeah, that's intriguing. What if we see a rematch? I haven't been keeping up too much with the Royals this year, but big shout out if they're off to a great start this season. I remember when the Padres Stadium always filled up with Giants fans. Yeah, but you can call Petco Park, Oracle Park 2.0, and I can definitely testify from experience. I was able to go to Petco Park for the first time back in 2018 to see the Giants and Padres. And yeah, there were so many Giants fans there. It was amazing. We had Giants fans sitting next to us in our section, and we were, as loud as we could all game. And I'm telling you, the Padres fans, they annoyed me in San Diego when the Padres would get their rally going. So it was interesting. It was a lot of fun. The game went extra innings. Gorkis Hernandez hit the game-winning home run for the Giants. What a game that was. Yep. Let's see. The Dodgers-Padres rivalry was hyped in anticipation of the Giants not being good. Well, they're good. So it's Dodgers-Giants rivalry number 1. Absolutely. Yeah. No rivalry out there beats the Giants and Dodgers. And yeah, going into the year, yeah, I think that's what a lot of the national media said. They did not think the Giants were going to be good this year. The national media, they said, it would be Dodgers, Padres, and we are proving the naysayers wrong, and we are proving the critics wrong. And so I love what this Giants team is doing right now. So spectacular. Yeah, I miss Benji Molina, a lot more humble than Yadier Molina. Absolutely, I agree. Yadier Molina is one of the best in the game, but that's kind of a bit of a cocky player, and for some guys that works for them. And yeah, I would definitely consider Benji to be the more humble one. When he was a Giant, he was probably one of the most humble guys on the team, and he always came up clutch in big game situations. Just awesome. Let's see, get to some more comments here. Appreciate everyone checking into the show. I apologize if I missed your comment here. Trying to get to everyone as best I can. We got Sports Are the Best in the house. Love the name, by the way. Awesome. Every time Buster Posey comes to bat, let's always do the MVP chants. I love the MVP chants. Absolutely. I love it. Let's do it all, Giants fans. If you're going to the ballpark, Buster's up. Let's get those MVP chants rolling, because Buster is off to an MVP start. And I was saying MVP in my house tonight, watching this game, watching the Buster we saw. 4 hits, a 2-run home run, his 5th of the year, also smacked an RBI double. What a performance for Buster Posey tonight. Giants are unstoppable right now. No team is going to beat us in a series. Absolutely, I agree right now. We are so hot. We cannot be stopped. And right now we are winning every single series after series. I mean, it is just to see, and we're now 4-0 against the Rockies. We are beating up on the teams that we should probably be beating up on. Miami, that was a rough series that we lost in Miami. I definitely felt like we should have been able to take that series, but we have been, it's been so spectacular this year. We have been more often than not winning series, and then to take 3 out of 4 from Miami when, we played at home. We got Christian Harris in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. No Dodgers. Yeah, agree with you on that one. No Dodgers at all. Oh, we got Kev Brado in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. I hope Major League Baseball keeps sleeping on us. We're proving them wrong. Absolutely. I love it. I agree with you, Kev Brado. That's what I was trying to find the words earlier in the show, when I was talking about, that MLB not giving us respect. And thank you for, that's what I was trying to get to. So I hope MLB keeps on sleeping on us, and that way we can just keep going out, proving them wrong. Because I'm sure you're still going to have people say that, oh, it's a short-term thing or whatever, and they don't think the Giants can keep this up. But I'm telling you, I think we all know that as Giants fans, this team is going to keep this up right now. You look at all the games we have lost. They have been really close games and one-run ball games, torturous games. And so this team definitely could be the best team in baseball right now, and I've been for really tough losses this year. So let's see. Let's get to some more comments here. So let's see, talking about Buster winning the MVP. He'll get more days off, but All-Star Comeback Player of the Year, no doubt. I mean, in my opinion, I think Buster could win the MVP this season. Appreciate the thoughts here, Cam. And yeah, absolutely. I think Comeback Player of the Year without a doubt for Buster. And yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. We got a Scratch Reaper. Welcome to the post game show. I see we got a Dodgers fan in the house. We're always welcoming to all baseball fans here. Appreciate you checking in. And we got the best rivalry in all of baseball. I cannot wait to face you guys. It's going to be so much fun. The way these two teams are playing this year, the two best teams in baseball right here in the National League West, right here in that's how we do it. Do the Giants have the best rotation in Major League Baseball right now? In my opinion, do they have the best rotation? Okay, I don't want to go as far as saying that right now. I mean, you could definitely say that. You can argue they do, but right now, I mean, look, they're right up there. I would say definitely top 2, top 3 right now. I don't have the statistical numbers here pulled up. I know Dodgers are up there, Padres are up there, Mets are up there as well. And so, as much as I want to say we have right now, we are pitching like the best rotation. So I will say that right now we are pitching like the best rotation. So as far as recently, I would say, yes, we are pitching like the best rotation in baseball. But yeah, still early in the season. And so a month from now, and I still think we will be able to keep up this pace, I think you will without a doubt be saying that, the best rotation in baseball and has been all year has been the Giants. So we'll see what ends up happening. Appreciate that. Yeah. Love these great topics here, breaking it down. And yeah, love to hear what everyone is thinking out there. We got Tommy in the Dodgers won a World Series. Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah, prove if you can do it over 162. And in my opinion, I think the Giants, if it last season would have been 162, I think we definitely would have made the playoffs. And I feel like we would have had a great chance to win the World Series last year. But yeah, we're going to make it happen this year. And I definitely am feeling the vibes. This is feeling like a season that this could be the year the Giants win it all. And, with some of these veterans, the veterans are not getting any older. And then we got a great mix of young talent. So it's going to be so exciting to see how this team is going to finish out. Yeah, that's crazy. The Mets being barely a 500 team and being in first. It just goes to show with our division, that, you better have a good record to keep up. Because, I don't know where the Rockies and Diamondbacks are now, but I have to imagine they are starting to fall down, very down in the standings. And it can happen quickly, and so right now the Giants rolling the way they are, just so spectacular to see. Dodgers lost to the Padres. That was funny. Yeah, I watched that game. That was very exciting. Believe it or not, turned it off after it was like 7-1. And then when I heard the Padres came back, I flipped the game back on and was able to watch it in extra innings. So that was a lot of fun to see. Giants are on fire. We got Jenny Vega in the house. Welcome to the post-game show. Giants keep on rolling. So spectacular tonight with the bats coming alive. And Anthony DeSclafani with his second complete game shutout. I wouldn't mind seeing the Giants win a World Series. Appreciate that a lot, Christian. I coming from a Cardinals fan, man, that means a lot, honestly, especially because, we have a history going against you guys. Appreciate that there. I see you're, whether between these two teams, you got us over the Dodgers as far as your preference. So appreciate that. What a win this was, 12-0. And for the bullpen, great night of rest for them. That's what you love when these starters are pitching the way, you're able to give nights off for some of these guys in the bullpen. Just spectacular. Let's see. Madison Bumgarner. A big shout out. His no-hitter yesterday, 7-inning no-hitter. So incredible. Bumgarner has his own ownage versus Kershaw. I hope he returns to the Giants during the trade deadline. Oh, man, I love it. That could be something that I could see that happening. I really could, because if the Giants, our rotation look, I don't think we're going to have a need for a starter, but if it's Mad Bum and it's the right price, and Mad Bum is looking like the Mad Bum of old, and we can go into the postseason with Mad Bum again, I would love to do it. So if you ask me, I would make that deal if it makes sense. So we'll see. Anything's possible, so we'll see what ends up happening. And yeah, it would be cool. Yep, it would be absolutely cool, to get to play in the World Series. And yeah, I mean, when you look at that run we had back in 10, 12, and 14, when I see some Giants fans out there, a lot of them will tell me, that we can die happy with those 3 titles. And truthfully, I can say that to be honestly true. A lot of teams fans probably don't ever get to see one championship. So, I definitely feel very blessed. All of us Giants fans, we definitely, really appreciate, and it puts into perspective that run we had, those 3 titles in 5 years. But, this team has got that potential to really make a deep run this year. And it's exciting. It's very exciting, especially when you could see it happening early in the season. And so I can't wait to see how the rest of the season is going to play out. Christian, you guys got Arenado, but yeah, so, the Cardinals, I think, don't know exactly what their record is right now, but I know, they are going to be good, and definitely, I think they will probably again. You guys got Goldschmidt there, and so great lineup. And so, we'll see what ends up happening. Can't wait for a Mad Bum versus Posey battle this year. That's going to be fun. And it was awesome that we got to beat Mad Bum last year in our first game that we faced him. And because it seems like whenever a former Giants pitcher comes back and faces us, for whatever reason, we, just do not get the job done. So thank goodness when Mad Bum came back, we were able to get the win. I think he gave up 2 runs in 5 innings. So it wasn't like we scored a bunch of runs, but I think it was a close ball game. We won, and we scored some more runs later in the game. So let's see. Let's get to some final comments here before we start wrapping up the post-game show. Who do you think we got? Let's see. We got Auden Kaza, welcome to the post-game show. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. Sorry there. Welcome to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Who do you think the most clutch hitter for the Giants? Right now, the most love this question. Appreciate this. It's a good question. I am going to have to say right now, right now, it's got to be Posey or Longoria. It's got to be, Posey or Longoria or Solano. Yep. I would definitely put those 3 right now as the most. But to me, those 3, those are who you want up there when the game is on the line. Posey, Longoria, Solano right now, they have been absolutely raking. But you can go with just about anyone in this lineup. Alex Dickerson, Austin Slater, Wilmer Flores. And Brandon Bell, he is starting to get hot. Brandon Crawford, all of these guys have proven in many times that they can get it done. So I have a lot of confidence in this offense, and I don't think they're going to struggle like they have so far this season. And I think in the road trip in Philadelphia, you saw the bats come alive, and now in this game to start off this series with the Rockies, we are coming alive. So really awesome to see for this Giants team. Darren Ruff, he has been clutch, hit some big home runs, and he can play at first base. He can play in the outfield. Just spectacular. So much depth on this Giants team. Posey. I love it. A lot of people counted out Posey, and not us Giants fans. We knew Posey could get back to doing what he is doing, and so I just am so happy to see Posey right now playing the way he is playing, and to be healthy and driving the baseball. Because when he did not have his hips, it was really tough to see him out there. And he was still able to hit over 300 with absolutely no hips. I mean, that's impressive. That's a testimony to his hand-eye coordination at the batter's box, and his ability to replicate that swing of his. The muscle memory Posey has up there is incredible, and behind the plate as well, calling the incredible games that he has been calling. Are you into the whole TikTok thing? Actually, I'm not. To believe it or not, I haven't got in crazy. I'm more of the Twitter person, believe it or not. So I'm a millennial, and so I think us millennials, we like Twitter, and I know I think the boomer generation, they like Facebook a lot. So it's kind of cool, I think, how you have these different generations. I know this is kind of off topic, but yeah. So it's kind of intriguing, but yeah, appreciate it, everyone. We are going to be wrapping up the show here shortly. Before we do, we are going to get to our picks of the game, as always. So love to hear who you're taking tonight, and we'd love to get some of your thoughts and react to this big win by the Giants. If you happen to be watching this stream later, leave your comments down below. Appreciate that a lot. And what do you think of this big win as the Bats come alive for 12 runs on 12 hits? Anthony DeSclafani with his second career shutout. So spectacular. And let's see, get to some more comments. Yeah, you should start. Oh, talk about. Yeah, maybe we'll see. I did make I have an account. It's under my YouTube channel name, but I don't have any videos on there. So yeah, maybe appreciate that, Kason. I might look into it. Yeah, I know. That's kind of become a big thing now. So yeah, awesome. So yeah, let's see, which team would you prefer the Giants play in the World Series? That's a good question. I think I would like to see Giants versus A's so we can get our revenge, get our payback from 1989. Because yeah, some A's fans, they like to rub that in, and they'll still wear memorabilia from that 4-0 sweep. And yeah, I just kind of want to get, if we can play the A's again and we can knock them out in the World Series, and maybe this is the year it happens, because the A's have been off to a good start. And so I would like to see the Giants knock off the A's in the World Series. So that's what I'd love to see this year. If the Giants knock off the Dodgers on their way to the World Series and then crush our Bay Area rival, the A's, out, man, that would be a story to talk about. Anything is possible. Jenny V. Dubon, fantastic pick tonight with his bases clearing double, and Dubon looking like he is now getting it going, and that's so huge for a young player like him to get his confidence going. And the incredible thing is that he has definitely not allowed that to affect his defense, his early season struggles at the plate. And now that he is getting his bat going, just spectacular. So incredible pick. And that is actually my favorite player. Mauricio Dubon is my favorite player now that Hunter Pence is retired. So love it. Fantastic pick. And for my pick, I'm going to take the obvious pick here. I got it. I'm going to take Anthony DeSclafani for his second career complete game shutout. What a fantastic game it was for Anthony DeSclafani. And nowadays, the fact that you don't see pitchers go, into the ninth inning, you did. We got a super chat from the legend. Fantastic. Hum Baby Baseball. So great to see you, Eric. Appreciate you checking in and appreciate this super chat so much. This really means a lot. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Eric. Big shout out to you. And if all of you out there, definitely be sure to go check out Eric's channel at Hum Baby Baseball. Makes incredible San Francisco Giants content, all things Giants, post-game shows, series previews, and all things baseball. Go check him out. Big shout out to you, Eric. You're the one that inspired me to be doing these post-game shows when we started doing them last year. So appreciate it. This means a lot. And what a big win right now as the Giants are rolling. We are keeping the good times rolling. So fantastic to see tonight for this Giants team. Appreciate that. And big shout out to Tyler. Big shout out to you as well. Big shout out, man. Appreciate you as always checking into the shows, and appreciate everyone. All the support means a lot. I would not be here without all of you guys out there. So thank you so much. Really means everything. Appreciate it. Let's go Giants. Let's go. Big win tonight. So appreciate all the support, everyone. You so much, and we will see you all next time here on the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Have a fantastic rest of your night, everyone. Take care. Strive for greatness. We will see you all later. Have a great one. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And go Giants. Let's go. Woo! Yes. Woo! Yes.